everyone.
Welcome back to another video. So, as some of you may know, we are doing a chop challenge with Caitlin from My Bowl this month. We asked you to vote for ingredients in last month's collaboration video, and we got them all in here.
We got the top 4 choices in here.
So let's open it up. Oh, and this handy dandy picnic basket. Shout out to my mom, Sweet Simple Mom, for hooking it up. She got it at a thrift store.
Oh.
We got some
Oyster mushrooms. King.
Oh, I think king trumpet and king oyster, same thing.
Artichoke hearts.
Hearts of palm.
Hearts of palm. Okay. That all goes together.
And last but not least, we got some platanos.
That's scary.
We got some plantains here.
So
what are we doing, bae?
I think we're gonna do a vegan seafood platter.
So we decided we were going to make some crab cakes because my mom actually made a crab cake recipe, I think it was last week, and it was bomb. She used chickpeas, but we are going to use artichokes and heart of palm and plantains in those.
It's gonna be bomb.
And then
we came out with a calamari recipe this past holiday, and we're gonna recreate that for this using these oyster mushrooms.
So yeah, we're gonna make a seafood platter with some tartar sauce, vegan tartar sauce.
Homemade.
It's gonna be bomb, so let's get started.
Let's do it.
Alright, so we're gonna start off with our plantain.
Look at that thing. Unripened plantain.
Yeah, make sure it's green and not sweet. So we're gonna cut this, and what I do is I cut the ends off and then I cut it split down the middle, or the side I should say, carefully. Don't hurt yourself. I'm actually gonna chop, because I'm gonna chop it into chunks anyway, so let's just do this to make it easier. Yeah, let me peel it, babe. And then we're gonna pop the plantains into a small pot of water. And then what we're gonna do is just boil these for about 15 to 20 minutes until they are nice and soft.
Almost smells like a banana, but not quite.
It's weird. It's like cucumbery, right?
It's like a cucumber banana. There it is.
Let's pop this over here.
What? Yeah. So now we're gonna cut our king oyster mushrooms, and we'll slice them into 1/4 inch strips. That's about 1/4 inch, right?
Yeah, looks good. Sounds good.
Sounds good.
So we're trying to figure out a way to cut the holes out of the calamari most efficiently, and we were trying a bunch of different things. We were trying like water bottles, or like water bottle caps, or like we have like small glass bottles, so we use the tip of it, but like nothing was really working well. And then we were at Home Goods one day and I found these stainless steel cannoli forms, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect, because it is steel, so it'll cut through it easily. And it's the perfect size, so if you have these or you have access to these, I highly suggest it for this recipe. This is what we use for this. I'm gonna take 2 out right now. And both good. I've never had a cannoli.
That's insane. Clearly not an Italian.
Whoa. For these, super easy. Once you have the circle, you just get this, cut it in here like this, and then pop it out. That's all you need. And we save these as well. We just cook these.
And then when we get to the caps,
just cut it into strips.
we just cut them into strips so we don't waste anything.
Yeah, and that's really it. So we're just gonna continue cutting the mushrooms, cutting the holes, and then we'll show you what the next step is. Okay, so our plantains are done boiling, so I'm just going to...
We're getting these crab cakes going.
Pop them into here. Let them cool for about 10 minutes.
They're still smoking though.
Yeah, they're still really warm. And then I'm going to add a chia egg to that. So a chia egg is just 1 tablespoon of chia seeds to 3 tablespoons of water. You can also use flaxseed meal as well. We just ran out of that. But this will be the binder for the recipe. So I'm gonna pop this into here just to kind of break it up a little bit, because we don't want like chunks of the chia everywhere.
Chia.
And then I'm also going to add a 1/4 cup of some vegan mayo. Alright, let's whip that in there. And then we have, I don't know why that's over there, 2 teaspoons of some mustard. We're using German mustard here. And then we're going to add about 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice. About 2/3 of a tablespoon, so. And we're just gonna puree this until it is nice and smooth. This isn't plugged in, I just realized. Let me plug that in. That's hilarious.
That's pretty cool.
Alright, so that sounds good. Look at that.
Looks good, wow.
I'm gonna show you guys this real quick. It's nice and pureed. It's gonna help with binding the recipe. We are going to add our artichoke hearts and our hearts of palm. So I went ahead and drained these already. And what we're gonna do is, I'm just gonna break these up a little. Wanna help me with those guys? And if a little liquid gets in, it's all right. But basically I'm gonna pop these in here and then pulse it. You don't want to puree these because you want it to be the texture of crab, like crab cakes. So just keep that in mind.
And the good thing about heart of palm, it's a little bit stringy, so it kind of gives it that texture naturally.
So, funny thing, I'm gonna be honest here. When we were testing this recipe, I actually forgot to put heart of palm in it. I only did artichokes, but I think it'll work. I think it's gonna be pretty much the same because people make crab cakes with artichokes, with hearts of palm, with chickpeas. Is that it?
I think so.
Yeah, so I'm pretty confident in this. Getting there, guys. Almost done. Don't want it to be a puree. Yeah, there's some chunks, but...
I like it.
So what we're going to do is just add all of this into a large bowl.
That's how it looks.
So there are some chunks of artichokes, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. You can also do this as well and not pulse in the artichokes and heart of palm, but it's way faster. But basically you can just take a pair of kitchen shears and just like chop them up just to make sure everything's broken. So 2 stalks of celery.
I'm just gonna roughly chop it.
Yeah, because we're going to cut it up in the food processor since it's already out. It's so much easier. We've got an organic red pepper. And then we need about 1/4 of a cup of parsley. So let me just pull that out for you. I just guesstimate. I think this should be.
So just break it up in here?
Yeah, just not the, I guess not the stems. Yeah, that's good. Then we're gonna add in some fresh dill, so just pop off the stems on those, pop those in.
Pop it.
I'm gonna cut up, we need about 1/2 cup, so I'm just going to
very delicious.
roughly chop this. We don't have our big knife here, but I'll use this guy.
The scent of the herbs is just so magical.
And we're gonna pop these in to the food processor. They will chop down a little more, but that'll be good because then you'll have some in every bite. Got it?
Now we're just gonna pulse this up.
It's like salsa.
It's really good, right?
Yeah. See it? Oh yeah, it looks great. So you can do this as chunky or as fine as you would like it. It just depends on your preference, but we've tested this with some chunks of this and it's pretty good, so. And oh, I also forgot to mention, we're making a double recipe right now because we just love these. And
They're gonna go quick.
Yeah, we have a lot of people living in this house, so they get eaten up quick. But if you are just you or a few people, I recommend doing the regular recipe. Just mix this all together, fold it all together until it's nice and uniform. All right, mix that together, and then the next ingredient we're going to add are some panko breadcrumbs. Add actually we need 1 cup.
1 full cup.
1 full cup, throw it in there, babe. It's 2 of those guys. Oh, it smells so good. And can you grab the spices? So we got some Old Bay, some garlic powder, and some salt. You can also use fresh garlic as well. Just put those in the food processor when you chop up all of the veggies. And then black pepper, just as desired.
Should we add some?
Yeah, throw it in.
Crazy. I love black pepper.
Get crazy.
It's one of my favorite spices.
So everything is now nice and mixed, and what we're going to do is pop this into the freezer for about 20 minutes. because it's easier to scoop into patties when it's cold. So in the meantime, we're going to start on the calamari.
All right, so now for our calamari, we're gonna make a wet mixture and a dry mixture. So for the wet mixture, we have some plain unsweetened vegan yogurt. We're just gonna add this into a large bowl.
Got a spatula for that, randomly appeared.
Very important. And now we have some plain unsweetened almond milk. I'm just gonna mix in there.
Want a whisk?
I would love a whisk.
Whisk it up.
Until fully uniform.
All right. Now for the dry
And
mixture.
then for our dry mixture, we just have some panko breadcrumbs, some all-purpose flour, and then we have some spices here. We have Old Bay, onion, garlic, salt, and this is nori. You can also use dill flakes. And we're just gonna dump that all in.
No, or you can just break it up with your hands or pop it into a food processor or a blender to break it up into small pieces.
So we're gonna take a large plate, place it over here along with our wet mixture and our dry mixture, and then the mushrooms that we were marinating earlier should be finished. Let's taste it. Right, so now we take our rings, we dunk it into the wet batter, and coat it.
In the dry. This is I would say the longest part of the recipe.
Most tedious
Yeah,
part.
but totally worth it.
And there you go.
That's it. So we're just gonna continue doing that with all the mushrooms. I'm just gonna stand here and watch.
All right, now after that excruciating process of breading these,
We did it.
we got them all ready here, and it's time to deep fry these. Disclaimer, this is not a healthy recipe.
But it is delicious.
It is delicious.
Woo!
Now we'll let that fry up for a few minutes.
I will get another plate ready with paper towel.
I was just gonna ask you to do that.
And then we're going to just put it on a plate with a paper towel to drain some of the oil off. And yeah, we're just gonna continue cooking this until they are all fried up. Our oil is pretty low. Right now we don't have that much oil, so we're gonna do this in batches, but if you have a lot of oil, you can do this all at once.
Or like an actual deep fryer.
Yeah. So, I forgot the most important ingredient for the crab cakes. Sheet of nori. Gonna add some fishiness to this recipe, so what we do is I like to just break it in half and then use your hands to try to make it as fine as possible.
Now we're gonna bring back our trusty old panko breadcrumbs.
A little bit of nori on the plate. That is so good. We're going to add a tablespoon of oil. Guesstimate. I'll put that there because we're going to need it again. And then we're going to take a tablespoon and scoop out 2 tablespoons of the batter. And try to make it as compact as possible just to make sure it doesn't fall apart. We flatten it to about maybe like ½ an inch thick. Get your crab cake, dunk it in the breadcrumbs, and just pop them in the oil. And then we're going to pan fry them for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Try not to flip these more than once. So we're just gonna fry it up on one side, flip it, fry it up, and then take it off the pan. Because if you're constantly flipping it, it's bound to break apart.
We learned that the hard way.
Yeah. So that's basically it. We're just gonna pan fry these up. I haven't tried baking these or cooking it without oil, but if you guys try it out, let me know. We just wanted to go all out with these crab cakes. So we are frying them in some olive oil. Pan frying them. Last and final piece of the platter that we're putting together is the tartar sauce. So
This is essential.
what we need is some vegan mayo.
Then we have some relish.
I'm gonna add in some mustard.
Then we just whisk it up. Just fully combine everything.
And that is it, guys.
Done.
That was the easiest part of this whole video. And that will bring everything together. So now all we have to do is plate everything up, get our taste tester in the house, and try this recipe. All right, so it is time for the taste test, and we have. Caitlin is here to try our recipe, and also I want to mention now, make sure you check out her recipe. She used the same ingredients we did for the chop challenge, and she put together a veggie burger. But let's try this. See what you think.
All right, so what do we have here?
We have some calamari.
Calamari.
Then we have some vegan crab cakes with the heart of palm, artichokes, and the plantains.
All right, I'll take a piece of this. Do you want the other half?
Sure.
There you
Keep
go.
me modest here.
It's falling apart.
All right. Mmm. I haven't tried out the tartar sauce. The tartar sauce tastes like tartar sauce.
Our recipe isn't that healthy, but Caitlin's is gonna be healthy. So if you're looking for a healthier option, check out hers.
Got the best of both worlds.
You know,
Yeah.
sometimes she's gotta indulge though.
Yeah.
That's good. I like how you added the nori, so you get the like slightly fishy. Good job, guys.
Thank you. We tried. It was a very long day, to say the least.
It took forever, but it was worth that.
Thank you guys for watching.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up.
Comment down below.
Comment down below what you guys want us to do for next month's chop challenge, because we had such a good time doing this. We want to continue doing it, so we will leave a comment down below and we will pin it, and then on that comment we want you to give your ingredient suggestions.
You can't use any of the same ingredients.
Yeah.
We're getting rid of them if you go.
Forever banished.
But don't forget to vote in the top right corner of your screen on whose recipe you like the most. So now that you've watched this deliciousness, you can head over to my channel and watch what I made, and then decide. And I guess you could vote twice.
Oh yeah, you
Both
can.
videos.
You
Let's get
can.
crazy.
All right, so that's it for today. We will see you guys in next month's challenge and in the next video.